Le muete palura.
We have 10
Very
viewers. Yay.
Death?
Are we muted on this end?
I have no idea.
Well, we're just gonna roll right into it and let people hear what we're talking
I
about.
figure a little bit of backlash, back talking, gibberish.
Don't forget to mute your YouTube.
Yay.
Oh yeah. My tube is muted.
Are we muted on this end? Nope. Well, we're just gonna roll right into it and let people hear what we're talking about.
A little bit of backlash. Oh, gibberish. Gibber.
Don't forget to mute your YouTube.
Yay.
Oh yeah. You guys are not muted.
Yeah. Are we muted on this end? No. It's okay.
I mean, it's not like we're talking bad about,
No, we're just gonna roll right into it and let people hear what we're talking about.
Angelo or Steel Valley or, Frank Wolf
It's me.
or like that.
Don't forget to mute your YouTube. Why does it keep saying that?
That's
You said
me.
it twice and it echoes.
I did not say it twice. I feel like I only said it once.
That was all on me. I thought I had it pulled up on my phone, but I forgot I had it pulled up on the computer too. I'm like, you old people, whoa, come on, just mute your YouTube. It's not that hard.
Such boomers.
Oh, it's me. Typical.
That's okay.
So here goes the last of my Nico.
Nick, it is time.
That's why the nicotine warning is rolling.
Good.
Mm.
And action.
I'm paying attention. I'm actively listening.
What's going on, everybody? How's your night going? So, you know me. You know Kelly. Does anybody know who For Naked Eyes Only is?
Oh, yeah, no, I thought there was some naked guy behind me.
Yeah, I changed your name.
Freaking me out, man.
Your
Oh,
naked
you
eyes.
suck. I didn't even notice that. That was slick. I'm over here acting like I know what's going on. You're pulling all these little
You never know.
tech tricks on me.
I gotta have hat tricks.
Unmuting my microphone and doing all the fun stuff.
You mean mute it like that, like I just did? We can't hear you now.
Like that. You suck.
So,
No, I suck. I'm sorry. I can't believe I left the YouTube playing on my computer. That's really funny, actually.
That's okay.
At least we
It
sort of got
happens.
it figured out.
We're like the less formal of all the shows.
right, I mean, and let's be honest. When has there not been dangled clacks on the show?
Oh, it's kind of a thing.
Yeah, I thought your show invented dangle plaques.
No,
You would think so.
we just get really good at accepting them. And
You guys are just the dangle claques champions.
maybe.
So, why don't we start off with you tonight, Mr. Naked Eyes?
I'm really mad you changed my name. Change it back.
Are you still putting your stuff together for tonight?
No, that's the last of my Nico that you sent me. Yeah, went quick.
I got more Nico. And Nico.
Damn, you got bottles like that and you sent me a little 15 mil? Oh, I see how it is.
You
Whew.
want to see all the bottles of Nico?
No.
Oh, no, we can't because we don't have any more.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a little better.
So, what are you vaping on tonight, Mr. Ryan?
Well, I've got this here Kennedy squirter that I love so very, very much with the Kennedy 25 two-post stainless guy. Got some framed alien staples that were like the B-sides that I made for somebody, Mr. Jamie, Mr. J Blaze Coils in chat. I believe he's in there before. Yeah, so I made some 6-ply ones and then went to make his 8-plies, and then I was like, oh, I got a spare set of coils. I got to toss them in here. And Nico is delicious, and I hate that you have more than I do.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I think we talked about it that we weren't going to move forward with it, right, Kelly? That we were going to change it.
No, I thought we were keeping it.
Nope. Yeah, my heart stopped and
Just
stuff.
wanted to mess with him.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me?
Good God.
You guys are married. You should get the signals. I mean, I kind of thought he was messing with me. I just wasn't.
I was looking at other things.
Okay, yeah, well, that's true. And then I've got the little reload vapor mouth to lung tank with this guy I got today from a very kind person from 67 Mods and manufactured by Stymie Vapor, the Neo Go. It's a single 18350 DNA Go mod. So set it up in eScribe just like you would with an Orion. It's literally exactly the same. It's got the light, double tap it for the battery level. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different levels. I've got it between 16 and 20 watts, I think, on here. And I really like it. It's very cute and small and like Delrin, I think. I don't think it's 3D printed, but yeah, I tossed some nasty old eFest button top battery in there today and it works. So until I get new batteries, I'm going to use it and it's adorable. I'd do a sweet cloud comp kind of exhale, but I'm not trying to do that with 12 milligrams yet because I'll be ready for that after we finish.
It could be entertaining.
It will be entertaining. Just give me time to drink a little more of this. Frühstück. Some breakfast stout from the Chamonix Creek. Frühstück.
Breakfast stout? So, like, that's the beer you drink with your cereal?
Is it
flavored? Basically. It's, I don't know. I got to look it up on, like, Beer Advocate or something. But for reference, here's, like, a regular old 16-ounce can. It's 32. So it's a crowler. It's like a growler, but it's a can, and they're great. And we're gonna crack into that. Aside from that, I'm halfway between like changing out cotton on a few things. So Nico and I don't know. I think I've got Halo Tribeca mixed with VCT from Ripe Vapes in that little reload. And I still have the little last bit of my Ben going through in the detonator. This is like my daily banger favorite setup. Then I have a couple mods set up. I think I had Vulcan in here in the Ruby 24 3-post one. And then everything else just needs to get rewicked. There's just so much stuff. It's just a mess. You can't see the mess. I'm very glad. If you can imagine,
mess on my desk either.
Like when we were in DC and I was sitting down and like spread out my stuff, and it was immediately like I took over that small little like 1 foot square of the table. This table is 6 foot by 3 foot, so just like imagine how much mess I've got down here. Lots.
That's how you know you're a vapor.
Yeah. We can't get in too much about that DC trip because we'll be hitting that subject later, definitely. So what are you vaping on, love?
Well, I got my own boy squonk, dead rabbit, and tip Nick made, and I got the Vengeance inside because that's every day, all day, every day. And then,
sorry, babe, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that looks like tar.
It's darker than my
definitely
soul.
Stout.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, love. Go ahead.
And then I haven't used it in a while, so I have my custom purge, or custom, not purge. I meant to say purple, and it came out as purge. My custom Immortal Siege. My words are not working right now, but yeah, I love it. It's got the redemption on top.
I really want one of those.
It's real pretty.
Redemption or the custom purge.
The custom purge. No, I really want one of the
I meant to say purple siege, and it came out purge.
Well, if you put those two words together, that's what you got.
Exactly. And then inside, I got some Sweet by Ripe Vapes. It's sour strings, so kind of like the sour candy, like the rope airhead weirdness. And then I got this weird thing. It's Vaporesso Luxe. It's kind of cool. I like the screen. It's really shiny. I got Falcon, and inside of that, I got some Mika because I like the peppermint. And that's what I got. I'm drinking water because, that's what I drink.
Hydro homies.
Yes, Hydro Homies. It's strawberry flavored water from Kroger.
Shout out to Kroger.
Sweet. Okay. Nick, what do you got?
So, like always, I have to have one of my faithful grips. On top of that, an Apocalypse 25 gear with a crispy cap on this one.
Ooh, this is doing a thing. I don't know what it means, but it's doing a thing.
If you're at like 7,000 RPMs, you better calm down.
It looks like
It's a clock.
Oh.
Okay. That's helpful. Just fill your battery.
Yeah, it's so that way my battery dies quick.
Inside of the grip, I have some Four Horsemen Warfare, which is a strawberry Danish, and it's really pretty good. Also, we have can't leave home without the trusty Adam, and on top of that, we have the Resurgence with a crispy cap also.
Who makes that mod? What the heck is that?
This is by Immortal Mods.
Is it really? I never saw that before.
Yeah. See? Immortal.
Do they make the Exile? Is that them too?
Yes, the parallel 21700.
Look, they make that, and then Infinite Mods is coming out with a dual parallel 21700 side fire.
They do the grip.
I'd rather have the
Siege.
The Siege. No, well, yeah, I'd rather have the Siege, I guess, just because it's smaller. But I'd rather have the Hyperion than the grip, just aesthetically.
I haven't seen. The only
shorter.
time I've seen the Hyperion is with James Franklin when he was talking about it the other night on his show, and it looks killer. And I love the fact that they have the sleeves that are interchangeable, and they'll do acrylic sleeves, they'll do stab wood sleeves. That's pretty sick.
Did you see the one that Alpaca, the engraver, did?
Yes. Well, inside the Atom, always. Wrong way. Trusty Benthol.
Mm-hmm.
Can't leave home without it. And then, you ready for this one? You're gonna like this one, Ryan.
Is that a Filipino mod?
No.
Really?
Yeah, this is the Bang by Immortal. It's actually a side fire, but it's a top side fire.
You got to put a dang on that bang.
I thought about it. I really did. I even pulled my dang out to do that.
Dang bang.
Right? It just sounds fun to say together.
Gang, bang, gang.
But, I mean, the Axial Pro, dude. The
Yeah.
Axial Pro is fucking phenomenal. And I got some British-sized coils in here, actually.
Which ones you got in there?
My Tricore Aliens, the very last set I have. So I'm going to have to get some from you.
Okay. Well, shit, I got to send you more.
I have no idea whose coils I have.
We got a few in here now.
In the Siege, you have Wraps.
Okay.
And in the Siege, you have British Eyes. You have his Fused Claptons.
Okay. And I want to say in the Rage, I have Alex's.
Yeah, and in the Rage, you have Alex's.
Okay, so Overdip wants to know which is better, the Grip or the Atom?
Dude, I'd take that Atom. That looks sexy.
Honestly, the way that the Atom hits is so much harder, I think, than the way the Siege hits.
The Grip?
The Grip? Yeah, sorry. I'm messed up.
See?
Right now.
Making fun of me.
I mean, dude, there's a lot of side-fire mods out there these days.
There are.
I don't like that pin-style contact as much. That's kind of why I like the Hyperion.
You mean like
And
that?
the Atom. The Atom's got a nicer, connection, it looks like.
Yeah, the Atom is a nice flat connection, so it makes a good good contact.
Yeah, I like that.
The Grip, on the other hand, is the triangle kind of pinpoint, like what you're talking about.
Yeah, not a fan.
But dude, the way that
But the Siege is the whole side.
Yeah, but the way that the Grip hits, it hits hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
What is the bar made out of?
brass.
It's coated brass.
I mean, they're .08s.
Well, there you go.
I got yelled at by people for vaping too low, so I've changed all my coils. But inside of the Bang, or technically inside of the Axial Pro, Nico.
It's so good. It goes really well with the stout. I literally went to the liquor store and it's got like a teeny little bar in there, and the guy's like got a huge craft beer boner, which is awesome because I'm like, I love good beer, but I don't know as much as like all my friends do. So you tell me what I should get. He's like, oh, I got 10 different beers on tap that we don't sell in here, but you can get crowlers. They're like $9. I'm like, okay, tell me more, please. So I go in, I'm like, all right, so I know that, wine and cheese, and that's a pairing thing, and like beer and food, sort of, but have you heard of people? He's like, oh yeah, no, I heard of people like vapors with beer and stuff. I'm like, all right, so here, this is like a snickerdoodle custard, snickerdoodle cookie, something.
Snickerdoodle custard.
Snickerdoodle custard. I was like, here, smell it. What do you think? He's like, oh, definitely a stout. I'm like, all right, well, like, I got that far. No problem. But what do you got? So he set me up with 2 different ones, and this is the one I chose, and I'm very happy with this choice.
That's awesome.
There's a word for a beer sommelier, and no matter how many times I Google it, I can't remember. Cicerone. That's what it is. That word is just too fun to say. I can't take it seriously.
Cicerone?
Cicerone. You have to say it like Cicerone. Like you have to say it that way.
Scissor.
Like Olive Garden, like Chuck E. Cheese.
So, we're actually going to stay on the little path, the outline for the show today. We're trying to get better at it. So, right now, we're going to bring up the Critter Corner.
Okay. So, for the Critter Corner, I have my tip of the week, and it's a tip that even I struggle with. So, everyone that has a pet, the one thing I can tell you that will help your training go way smoother is if you stop personalizing your dog. So by that, I mean, your dog is not a person. Your dog is not a child. Your dog does not have the conscious ability to make rational thought. So when you put down food and the dogs argue or fight over it, that's a natural dog thing. So demanding that they share, dogs don't understand that concept. So for your training to be the best training possible, you need to understand that dogs are first and foremost dogs. They can still be your family, but they are still and will always be dogs. So know your breeds, know what is expected of those breeds, know the temperaments of the breeds, and by doing that, you will have way more success with training your dog than just demanding that they learn tricks. So that's my tip.
Now, when you say don't personalize them, do you also mean like don't have conversations with them?
I mean, you can, but understand that they don't know what you're saying. They really don't.
Sometimes
I think the best.
Nice, because they don't talk back.
That's true.
I mean, you can, but if like Nick will even tell you, when it comes to the dogs, I'll have a conversation with like Velez, and he doesn't understand half of what I'm saying because he's a dog. Like
he understands half of what you're saying.
I want to say he does because it makes me feel better.
Okay.
But in reality, when I say, "Look at me, little boy, do you want chicken or do you want," like he doesn't know. He doesn't care.
Just here's food.
He just wants his food.
He
So
knows what the word snack is, though.
He knows the word snack, but that's more of a trained, because every time I say the word snack, he gets food. He's recognizing that word with a good behavior.
Yeah.
So if I say you're bad, he's going to recognize that with a bad behavior. So me personalizing my dogs is something that I have to work on. It's training for the person, and it will work better for you to train your dog if you remember that they are just dogs.
Right, makes sense. And so one of the other things that whenever we have a guest on that we have talked about and we've decided to do is that wherever the guest is, whatever state the person's in, we're going to choose a humane society from that state. It might be the county, might not be the county, but one from the state that lets, the people in that area, for their friends or for them even, know what kind of animals are available. And so with that, it brings us to animals of the week, because it's not just dogs today, guys.
So for the first time ever in the history of Rescued Reviews, we have other animals besides dogs that we have promoting kind of thing. The Bergen County Animal Shelter is hosting a Be Mine Forever Name Your Own Price adoption weekend. So that means from February 13th, 14th, and 15th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Bergen County Animal Shelter in Teterboro, New Jersey. If you go in there with a minimum of $20, you can walk out with a pet. So they have dogs, they have cats, they have rabbits, they have bunnies.
Guinea pigs.
Rabbits are bunnies. They have guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are social creatures, and so are rabbits. So if you decided you wanted to get more than one, they will allow it. You just have to spend at least $20 per animal. And all the animals are spayed and neutered, they're vaccinated, they're microchipped, they're given all their checkups, so they are ready to go. You just have to walk in and fill out the application. That is it.
And I didn't know this. Kelly informed me this earlier tonight when I got home, that guinea pigs are in the same kind of type as a rat. And rats
Yes.
are very social animals, and you always need to keep them in pairs if you're going to keep them. Well,
At least.
Yep, and that is the same thing with guinea pigs, and I didn't know that. So if you're going to go and adopt a guinea pig, try and get two, so that way it has a friend.
Oh yeah, we had 2 guinea pigs always, because they're nuts. They need to have like somebody else to be there and play with.
Yeah.
Stretching.
Oh, no.
Okay. So
Wasn't sure what that was.
the pictures are animals that are currently available at the shelter. If you see one that you like, feel free to reach out to them and, find out when you can come up there. And like I said, all you have to have is $20, and you can walk out with a cute little puppy or a cat or a bird.
So my favorite animal out of this group that we're showing pictures of is Honey.
Oh, yes.
Honey has a split face, half white, half black.
But her body's brown.
Yeah.
And she's so stinking cute.
And they spelled honey really weird. Hunny.
Like
It's honey.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That was weird to me.
but yeah.
I'm just catching up looking at the dogs now.
They're super cute. When I reached out to them, I was just amazed that most shelters can't offer a $20.
Who's that? Which one is that?
I don't know.
It was after the rabbit.
Yeah, there's a couple rabbits.
Rabbits are weird.
There's
Yeah.
24 total that we actually that we got the pictures of.
Ooh.
There's Sundance. Sundance's pictures are funny.
I want all the pit bulls.
They're so cute.
They really
I mean, so if you're in or near Teterboro, New Jersey, stop in this weekend and get a forever Valentine.
How far away are you, Ryan?
I think that'd probably be like a 45-minute ride.
Oh, that's not too bad. So you should go this weekend then.
He's already got a dog and a cat and a snake.
Yeah, the snake. He's upstairs. I gotta go get him at
There's
some
Honey.
point.
There's Honey. Honey is so cute. It's about a 30-second delay, Ryan. Or 20-second delay.
Oh, baby is really cute.
Baby. And look at her wearing a tutu.
No, she looks so happy.
She just looks pleased.
They both smile and they talk.
They do.
There's Honey. I love her. I just love that her face is 2 different colors and her body's a third completely different color.
Listen, my grandmother used to train beagles, right? So they had rabbits that they would release, and they had it all fenced in. And rabbits are weird, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, they're soft. It's really fun. They really like it when you like put your fingers and play with their ears. If you grab their ears like with your fingers and just right in between action, they love that. But that's the grumpiest cat ever. Oh, like,
It's not that bad.
no.
It just looks like it's done with your shit.
Yes. Like, but yeah, rabbits are weird, man. They don't really make any noise unless they're in mortal danger. That's the only time. Like, look it up. After this is over, go on YouTube, type in rabbit screaming.
If we were closer, I would go in and buy all the guinea pigs just because we don't have them.
Yeah. Guinea pigs are fun.
Although I'm not a fan of guinea pigs. I don't really want them. I don't have them.
Yeah.
And it's the only creature that they have that we're either not allergic to, terrified of, or don't have.
But did you know there's skinny pigs?
Birds?
I'm terrified of birds. Don't do birds.
No, but Ryan, did you know about skinny pigs?
I did not. Please elaborate.
A skinny pig is a hairless guinea pig.
Oh no, I'm out. Done.
Okay, I agree.
They're real weird.
Freaking disgusting and weird.
They're weird.
But I got to see one the other day, and I asked the lady, I was like, what the hell is that thing? She goes, well, that's a skinny pig. She's like, how do you not know about that? And I was like, never seen one.
Not into weird stuff. I don't know.
Wait, like, what happened? Did it have cancer and go through radiation treatments? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's like, so it's like a
that's really
hairless cat, but just a hairless guinea pig.
Yeah, it's just a hairless guinea pig. It's a skinny pig.
Do they breed them that way, or is it like?
It's like getting a white rat versus a gray rat. Like some are just born that way.
Damn,
It's weird.
That's information I didn't know I needed.
But now you know.
But now I know.
And you can share it.
Knowing is half the battle.
Listen, I'm putting that in the notes immediately. show my girlfriend pictures later. She's gonna be like, "Thanks, now I can't see."
You just be like, "Hey, baby, you want to see a skinny pig?"
You want to? I'm just gonna ask her, "Do you want a skinny pig?" Like a real provocative way, with like a little kissy face. She'll be like, "No, yeah." And I just send her my picture.
So, which brings us up to advocacy.
Woo! Advocacy.
So, for people who do not know, the Maryland flavor ban hearing is going on tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the State Senate building. The information should be on your screen right now. If you get a chance, please go. Please testify, support people, but please, please, please be courteous.
Feel free to send an email to the maryland.vapor.alliance@gmail.com and tell them your vaping story. And they will share that.
And it's just super important. But on the plus side, we do have some good news for the advocacy corner. What was it? It was Virginia. Virginia is free and clear of all flavor bans for the rest of the year.
Yes.
That is a plus.
Their proposed flavor ban failed by 2 votes.
Yeah.
So
It was close.
21 to 19. 21 said no.
You guys out there, that's because of people contacting and yelling at probably their senators about this stuff.
Oh yeah.
2 votes, that's a close margin.
Yeah. As if we
guaranteed all the people who were voting weren't as informed as we are about the subject.
Exactly.
So they needed someone to educate them. I really don't understand why they don't have some sort of, like New Jersey had the vaping task force, which is a joke. It's a bunch of people who know nothing about it. Like, why don't you guys hire, or people would volunteer to be like a liaison in the vaping community? Just go to a shop owner. Literally anyone will tell you this stuff willingly and for free.
Yeah.
No, we'll just close our eyes and ears and we'll just make laws.
And that's how it goes a lot of the time. What
Trying
they
to-
know is right, that's what they want to do, and that's how they're going to stick to it.
Yep.
But I think that concludes our advocacy, or is there something else left?
just make sure you're joining CASAA. Call and email your representatives every day of the week, even if you're in Virginia and it's already said it's not going to go through. Keep doing it, because next year's coming and it will come around again. And, you know, if every day you know that at 3:00 you have to send out that email, you know, just make it a habit. Worst thing that could happen is they block your number, which they can't do unless you're a threat. But
exactly, Jay Blaze. Virginia is also getting into the tobacco country, so that's a huge one.
Very big win. So if Virginia can do it, we can do it in all these other states. So please keep calling. Please keep tweeting and emailing, whatever you got to do. Get a hold of your representatives and blow them up. Not physically, but with emails.
Okay. I was going to say, that's advocating for something completely different.
That's why I had to throw in the rest of that, you know.
Smart. Very smart.
And when you're doing it, please, like we said, make sure you're polite. That goes a lot farther than yelling and screaming or cursing at these guys.
Yep.
Tell them your story. Be polite about it. I mean, words are important. So,
yeah.
But with now all the technical stuff over with, let's talk about DC. Yeah, the trip we had out there.
So, I first want to preface with, at this point, when we got to DC, we had known of Ryan, and that was about it.
Yep, and that was it.
3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Not even. And that was just random jumping on your Instagram and saying hi. I don't think we'd ever actually seen each other yet.
No, we hadn't actually met yet. And then at the rally, that's when we met. And, you know, I was real excited because Ryan made me this beautiful alien bracelet, and I love it. And, you know, like, it was just really great. He was like an old friend that we had just stopped talking to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. That's the best way I could put it.
And then that night, we were all going to go out with the Omies and get dinner. Well, everyone was like, hey, we have to catch planes early in the morning, or we have to leave early in the morning, so we can't make it. So actually, I believe it was James said Ryan was going to stay with us, but can he crash with you guys?
Yep.
And we were like,
bum life.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck it. I mean,
Little did I know.
We rented a house for an Airbnb, and very quickly after we got there, it
what did you
became
rent?
known as the trap house.
No, it wasn't an Airbnb. It was the Airbnb.
Yeah,
Come on.
It was an interesting place.
It was. It had TVs in every room except for the living room, and none of the TVs worked.
Yep.
It had one toilet, and that toilet, after you flushed it, you had to wait 10 minutes before you could use it again, because guess what? It took that long to fill up the damn tank.
Yeah. And the sink, when you turned on the sink.
Oh, it went.
It gave me a small heart attack, and I was warned about it. I went in the kitchen like, oh, the sink's pretty weird. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's a sink. Can't be that bad. No, it was that bad. Literally, like, turned it on, and all I heard was, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. And then Ryan slept on, we were told it was a mattress, but pretty sure it was a box spring.
There are comfier cots in most prisons, I think.
I don't know. I mean, from what Will said, you slept pretty damn hard with that snoring you were doing.
I slept, listen, I had a rolled up t-shirt as a pillow because there were none. There might have been like a sheet. It was a bunk bed. And of course I was on top because I didn't want Will looming over me, and also didn't want him to have to clamber up and down there. I don't think there was a ladder either. I think it was kind of like a jump on the dresser and then up to the top situation. But I've had more comfortable nights sleeping, but I'd trade it all. Just go back to that Airbnb. It was fantastic.
Those nights there were awesome.
How many nights did you guys spend there? 2, 3?
Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night.
Yeah, it was. And then Sunday was when we all went and met Chicken Jesus.
Yep.
It's when Chicken Jesus came into our lives for the very first time.
Oh.
Yes. So Chicken Jesus is this giant mural that's on the side of like a 4-story building, and it's Jesus with a chicken head doing the whole finger thing, like he's like
This is
all
fine.
religious, and it's like so weird. But like if you look for that mural anywhere on the internet, it doesn't exist.
Nope. And there is a Chicken Jesus page on Instagram.
There's several.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let's
there
see
are.
if I can find the Chicken Jesus on our Instagrams. I know we posted it.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
You're ahead of me.
It was like the weirdest moment, but it was also really fun.
So, okay, here you go. We've got, let me turn the brightness up. That would help. We got pictures from the rally. Nothing crazy. Nice big panoramic shot. Got Mr. Dave from Dash Vapes. Miss Danielle Jones. Super sweet lady, by the way. Also,
All those ladies
super
are
sweet
amazing.
lady.
I forgot you had your blue hair then.
Yeah.
And I had Casey Pickle. Like, dude, everybody was there. It was so fun.
Oh yeah.
And then boom,
Chicken Jesus.
so he's ripping his shirt open, like showing off his chicken breasts.
It's so weird.
It was amazing. This was, yep. There you go. That's the best
And
picture ever.
then, and then standing there in that really random ass parking lot with
It was like a
with
Meineke parking lot or like a Pet Boys, and there were dudes working.
auto. I think it was an AutoZone. And there was like guys standing in the parking lot, like pretty sure there was a drug deal going down. And Nick's like, "Here, take a picture."
Can't wait. Are we gonna completely gloss over the fact that some guy asked me if I was the gas man?
Oh yeah. Ryan's like,
I literally forgot about that until right now.
yeah, he rolled down the
Yes,
windows.
man.
The gas man? No. Nope.
Listen, not only did this guy roll his window down, he rolled the passenger side window down, moved his 4-year-old out of the way, and said, "Yo, you the gas man?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm just a guy looking for somebody else, I guess." But I want to get on like weed maps or something, dude. I'm not really sure, but he's like, all right, thank you. I'm like, have a good day. Usually going a little.
It was the
Sideways.
weirdest.
It was awesome. It was an experience. DC
And
is weird. I had no idea it was weird like that, but it's weird.
Well, I mean, we're also glossing over breakfast.
Oh,
And
Okay, so the
guy in the
food.
chat named Mike Thayer with his fucking baker's dozen mimosas.
They said unlimited. They
did. And
they
Mike
said
literally
unlimited.
took it that way.
I can still hear in my head that phone call where he was like, "Hey, just calling us. What time are you guys open? You guys have bottomless mimosas." Like, all right, yeah, we'll be there.
And that.
And
Oh,
yeah, that I'm sure his bowel movements were interesting after that. But
Well,
you know what?
the rest of the day was interesting with him.
Yeah,
Every time,
I can imagine.
anywhere we'd go, he's leaning out the window, like hanging, like half of his body out the window. Hey, good boy, and like just trying to touch all the dogs. And we're like driving. We're going like 40, and we're like, Mike, you can't hang out the window.
Like, I ended up putting the child locks on the window. And he's like, just down a little. Come on, Nick. Come on, down a little.
Chasing people down the street. Can I see your dog?
Oh my god.
And then when we went to that vape shop,
Yes.
Yeah, we had an eventful day.
Capital City Vapors.
they were the nicest guys in the world. He is.
When he found out that Ben passed, he said that he was going to save that section of the chalkboard that rescued signed and signed all the dog names. That he was going to save it for Ben.
Yep.
So if you go in there and you see the chalkboard and you see rescued was here,
We were
that
there.
was us.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
So that's the story of how we met Ryan.
Yeah. Guy goes, hey, can he spend the night? Sure, it's a stranger. Fuck it. Why not?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Everybody's like, we don't know him. I was like, no, we don't either.
Yeah, the whole conversation before Ryan showed up was us going, you guys cool if British Eye stays here? And everyone's like, yeah, do you know him? We're like, not really.
Not really. Just gonna
Like-
let him in the trap house. See what happens.
So like, is he cool? We're like, I mean, I think.
From the 15
he's
minutes
pretty
we
cool.
spent
He made a bracelet.
Yeah, there you go.
We
So
were all
as long as you
secretly
get the
hoping.
bracelet, you can always stay with us.
There you go, man. I wish I had another one. Yours came out much better than the one I made for my girlfriend. She doesn't wear it. It's okay. But I don't expect her to. It's a little, I don't know. Doesn't go with her style, you know?
We were all secretly hoping that you weren't a serial killer. So that was.
I mean, shit. Funny story. Very funny story. You're going to think it's a lot funnier. I still don't really find it as humorous as other people do. But my girlfriend and I, we've been dating for almost 5 years now. We met on OkCupid. And the first time we went out, like we've been talking and texting and Snapchatting and all this stuff, right? So the first time we went out, like, hey, let's go do something like really fun. I don't know. Let's like dinner and movies stupid. Let's do something where we can actually like hang out, not just like sit near each other and watch the screen. So we went, this is back when I still had my Jetta. She pulled up, got out, you know, we went inside and talked for a little bit and then got in the car and there's this waterfall where you could like jump off the top. But unfortunately when we got there, the water was way too low to do that, so it didn't happen. But it was still fun. We witnessed some strange people, like I don't know, they were looking for something in the water. I don't know what the deal was with that, but months later, maybe even like a year later, she's like, "Yeah, before I went, I texted like my mom and my friend and just said, hey, so I'm going out on a date with this guy that I met online. So like." Here's what his name is, and here's his Facebook, just in case.
That's a good thing, though.
No, it's perfect. And I was like, look, I don't blame you, but also, come on. You think I'd still have Facebook if I was out there, like, kidnapping people? No.
I mean, probably.
Rookie mistake.
Nick, are you showing the dogs on purpose?
No. Oops. No. My bad.
I mean, I'll look at them all day. They're real cute.
They are pretty dogs, Dave. My bad, fat-fingered dad.
But no, like that's a safety precaution. Like she was smart and she made sure that you weren't. You know, I've gone on many dates in my life before Nick where I would have that phone call set up. Someone would call me half hour into the date, and if I needed an out, I'd have an out. They'd call and they'd ask me one question, and it was either yes or no. And depending on how I answered it would determine how they responded. So they might end up screaming, oh my God, you need to come home now, you know.
Yeah.
Like my dad even got in on it. My dad would do it for me if I needed him. Just because, you know, you have to be safe nowadays.
Gotta be safe. There's people like me out there.
And I mean, let's look at Alex, my nephew. Look at that thing he met online.
Yeah.
I mean, that turned into a clusterfuck super fast.
Yeah.
Clusterfuck super fast. That.
Well, he decided to let his girlfriend that he met online move in with him after knowing her for less than a week.
And while we were in DC, he allowed her to be in our house. Yeah.
No.
DC.
Marysville.
No, DC. Because it was when we got back from DC that Ben had to be put down. Oh yeah, okay, it was Marysville. Yeah. Yeah, so he allowed this strange woman to be in our house. We had no idea who she was or anything about her. She had never been introduced to the dogs, didn't know anything about their needs and requirements and anything like that. And Velez had to get his leg glued shut because she put all the dogs outside at the same time, not knowing that Ben did not like them. So Ben ended up getting his ass kicked, which resulted in him having to get put down about a month later.
It happens. It's okay. We still love Alex. He's a good kid.
He's learned his lesson.
I'm one of the kind of people who like gives people the benefit of the doubt and then regrets it.
Yeah, same here. So far, we haven't regretted you.
God.
There's still the time to change that, though.
There's always time to change it.
Like Elliot says, we love everyone until they give us a reason not to.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good outlook to have.
So yeah. So tell us about your large coil.
Oh, I forgot that.
He's always got it with him.
Can't even see. So here's one that I made for Kent, and I was not satisfied with. Brent, this might have been the one I made for Dwayne, but I don't know. Mr. J Blaze Coils has one of these that came out a whole lot better than this. The one that I wore around my neck when I was at NVE in Uniondale, and then there's this. This is the largest boy that I've made so far, and it's all copper.
Is that a pair of socks in there?
No, it's cotton. It's not cotton bacon. It's not like I waste this much cotton bacon, but it's a 4-gauge triple core alien with 14 gauge on the outside. It weighs 2 pounds and 5 ounces, says the M-Turk scale. And I trust Mike's scale. Mike's scale is so yeah, it weighs as much as not as much as a newborn child, but maybe like a preemie baby. I don't know. It was weird. It probably weighs more than a guinea pig.
So the
You
question
could probably fit a guinea pig in it.
You probably could. But I know M-Turk has a way to fire that.
Mike?
Doesn't he? Doesn't he have that huge box with a car battery?
Not that I'm aware of.
That might not be M-Turk.
No, it's not. Wasn't M-Turk? Who was that? Who has the way to fire those large coils?
Probably that guy TI Vapes in Germany. He has a tube mod that's like big enough to put these in with like a single coil atomizer and everything built specifically for it. His coils are all stainless steel, and I don't know exactly how he makes them. He doesn't want to share trade secrets, and that's fine. World War III. Let's see what's happening. But he hasn't made an alien that big, so I still stake the claim for largest alien coil in the worlds.
J Blaze wants to know what gauge coppers did you say that is?
4 gauge and 14 gauge, and I didn't even really trim the ends. I just kind of clipped them off. It's enormous. So for reference, it's about 45 millimeter inner diameter. 4 gauge is oh, I don't have a size chart next to it anymore.
I know you can fit a 120 mil in there.
Yes, quite easily, with room to spare. 4 gauge is it's 200,000, so it's like a little less than a 1/4 inch. And 14 is 64,000, so that's like a 1/16 of an inch or so. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So are you math ability enough to say what it would ohm out at?
Nope.
Okay.
No idea. Mr. Mark Clough from The Gathering Vapor, who makes those wonderful Warlock Hammer mods. He keeps saying, dude, bring it up here. We'll hook it up to the TIG welder. We'll figure it out. And he's like a mad mathematician, electricianist. So, electricianist, boom, that's a word now.
New word. I like it. Electricianist.
Yeah, so he, don't threaten me with a good time. We'll do it. Absolutely. We'll melt that thing. I don't care. I don't give
Evan Sanders says 0.00000011 ohms.
Probably something like that. And that's the thing, because
not safe to vape.
No, it's also copper, so definitely not safe to vape. But these guys, these little necklace size ones, it's the same gauges that your bracelet is. It's 18 and 26 gauge, and that's all anarchist microm. So these are 10 millimeters or so, and you could vape this if you had something to put it in. It's all big boys tools I got from Dwayne.
I got mine right here. Oh, actually, I have Kelly's right here.
You got the heat treated one, I think.
Yep, I got the heat treated one because I gave the stainless one over to Gator.
Ah, I'm glad that that ended up with him. That's cool.
He loves it, dude.
Well, tell him to hit me up. I'll make him a bigger one.
Yeah, well, he would want a bigger one.
Yeah, I'll be like, dude, you know what? Sign me up for a few drip drip trippers, and trade you for a coil. I got no problem with, trading my services for his services.
Really? What kind of services do you offer, Sexy? I mean, that picture kind of gives it away a little bit.
Okay, so real quick, I've had a lot of people ask about that picture. Who took the picture?
My mom. No, my girlfriend. No. Full disclosure, fully disclosed under the vapor, 100%. Just a thick cloud concealing my diddly bits. And like any good picture, there's definitely a B side. I don't know where it is. I'm assuming she has it somewhere on her phone to use in the event of
well, it's funny because if you look at the picture, you see like the deodorant on the dresser and the hair tie on the bed, and you're like,
what's going on here?
What is happening?
Well, that's my little nightstand. That's like the phone there and everything, and then her hair tie.
Frisbees on the wall.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. It's it was. There are much funnier nude vaping pictures of me that she has that I pray to God don't ever get used against me.
Well,
but that is definitely the best one.
There's a couple guys in chat that want to know what you use to wrap the coil around.
So for like I started making them as like displays for shops. So basically, like when I'd sell coils, instead of like, hey, bring a magnifying glass, I'll show you what I'm talking about, or like, you can pull a picture up on my phone, like you can physically hold it in your hand, be like, this is 10 times the size of what's going in your atomizer. So now you can see the detail and hold it, and it's more, like palatable. So I originally wrapped them around kind of whatever I could find, just like hammer, like a handle for a hammer, like this really old like brass hammer with just like a straight tube on it. I know that's still in the garage somewhere. We got PVC pipes. I've just got some like Schedule 40 piping and stuff I found at Home Depot and stuff that I did the math, scaled up the numbers from 26, 36 gauge alien, 3 millimeter inner diameter, scaled all those numbers up by a factor of 10. And said, okay, so here's the inner diameter I need. And then found something that size. PVC pipe works. It's a little bendy, but it's still fine. And it like slips around there. It's a little better. Like you're not going to end up scratching it, which is good. And for this one, I had to go and really like look for a specific piece. And I think what I ended up getting was like a scrap piece from Home Depot. I don't even know what it says on here.
1 1/4 inch?
Yeah, it's Schedule 40. It is, I believe it's 1 3/4. I could be wrong because they're all measured by inner diameter there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 1 3/4. It's 1 like 5/8, I guess, something like that. So it's pretty big. Here is. I don't have any 120s in front of me. Yes, I do. Shameless plug. Some old Bottle Violence 100 mil. They're about the same, but this is a little bit bigger. And then after you wrap it, it does recoil. And the larger it gets, the more that seems to happen. The copper, like that was actually a lot easier to wrap than most of the other stuff because I've been using like just like gardening wire, like galvanized steel, 9 and 10 gauge, and that is not easy to bend. But the copper is nice and soft once you like get it going. I've got actually kind of laid everything out here. So I've got a couple like C clamps, and then I'll put the tube in this little 3-inch vise and strap it to my desk and just go, man. Just sweat and strain and give myself a small hernia and just wrap that thing until it's done, and then that's that. But I've made a good amount of them. They're a couple of these 444 fuse Claptons, so these are like 18,650 diameter. Then I do a 21,700, 26,650, and then custom size. I don't know. I kind of made this one just to be like, screw you, that guy in Germany. Suck it. So, I don't know.
What made you decide to do it, though?
I kind of got back into doing it just for fun. I kind of don't remember what exactly got me back into doing it, but originally, like I said, I was doing it just for like displays, because I had 5 or 6 shops I was selling coils to, and it kind of started as that, where I made one like this and put cotton in it and just put it there as a display, because people look in the case and they're like, oh man, what's that? And it worked. You know, they're like, oh, it's a really good idea. So originally I was just giving them out to shops like for free and wholesale my coils for.
We should get one of those in
cheap.
Steel Valley, so that way we can move the coils. We need to get your coils in there.
Let me know, man. We can do that. No problems. Oh man, I'm not looking there. No,
Is there a type of coil that's your favorite to build?
To build, like the big ones?
Just in general.
Yeah.
I really like building frame staples because it's easy. I like 4-core aliens because I've kind of got it dialed in now, but this is probably my favorite one that I've made that I sent to Dwayne for a thank you for his anarchist spools that he sold me.
Wow.
So yeah, I paid for them, but I was like, dude, you're the man. Like, he sent me, I paid for a spool of 18 gauge and a spool of 20 gauge. And he sent me 2 spools of 18 gauge because he's like, bro, I don't use this stuff. No one's going to buy it. I'm like, what? Stop. Come on, you're nuts. But still, it's going to good use. And I've got to see if I can find other ribbon wire, because I've been using whatever I can find, like on Amazon, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I would like to find something a little better. I don't know. And
Are there any coils that you won't build?
Staggerton. Well, not Staggerton, like staggered fused. I hate them. I hate them so much. I made one for Ruby Roo, and I made one for Michelle Doldime. It's much easier when they're much bigger, but making like little ones, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I cannot get it down because I'm frustrated if I have to like take my time with it. I feel like I should be able to just make the staggered wire, bend it in half, cut the ends, whatever you're supposed to do, and just full speed and done. Can't do it. I just can't do it.
Says that Coil Society has the best ribbon he's used so far for making them.
And
No, I mean ribbon, like 3mm ribbon for the big ones. Coil Society, I've heard that. I gotta try some other ribbon. All I really use is Kitty Puncher and Anarchist. So I'm trying to find.
Drippin' Dave says, what do you recommend for flavor in an RTA?
Excuse me. I really like frame staples or 4-core aliens. I mean, just aliens in general. I've got, I think 4-core aliens in here, 6 wraps, and they're 2.75mm, something I've been playing around with. And dude, they kick ass. It's a 0.15. And for a single battery, this lasts me most of the day. And I really like the vape I get off of it. I don't know. Frame staples in an RTA is just Flavor Town. Guy Fieri style.
Have you ever made like weird shaped coils? Do you know how like you see like the coil art kind of thing?
Yeah, I used to dabble in that a lot more back when like, you know, people were coming out. Like I remember seeing the first alien coil blue-eyed goon post, like building back then was so much more fun because there was so much room to grow and like things that hadn't been done yet. And I made a couple that were like hexagon shaped that just didn't really work too well. It was really tough to wrap them and have them stay that shape because it would recoil and it would make a kind of cool design, but it wasn't really what I was after. I tried square ones, not really great either.
when you make them those cool, weird shapes, can you actually use them?
You can use them, but I think cotton has a tendency to work better and, touch the full, circumference of the inside of the coil when it's round.
I mean, I'm sure you'd have to worry about the cap of the RDA or whatever.
Yeah, that too.
What got you into rolling coils?
Here's a before and after. Well, this is the one I did for my girlfriend that I had to go back and play with.
Just throw it. It's
but
cool.
That's the same thing I made for your bracelet.
Yep.
Little fancy bits at the end. I'm sorry, just really quick, but here she is looking super pretty.
Aww.
Aww.
One she's got, and yeah, she's always like, "Oh, they seem super nice." I'm like, "Yeah, they're really, really freaking cool people."
We try.
Is that the Gen?
That is the Gen. There's the Gen with the Bluetooth Aquamaster V2, which I don't really like. I thought you would like it because it does direct to long, mouth to long, and in between, and I just don't like it. I can't really put my finger on what I don't like. But so here's a throwback to September 4th, 2016, one of the first big ones that I made. Because I know, that guy TI Vapes in Germany has far outdone me. I don't know how the hell they did it, but they made one that's 2-foot inner diameter, triple core, staggered fused Clapton.
Wow.
And it's, they bring it to shows and stuff, and it's cool. It's kind of like cheating, the way I see it. It is what it is, whatever, fight me. Here's the one that I did for Ruby.
Ooh, that's pretty.
That's cool too.
And that's as intricate as I go with the staggered. Even that one pissed me off beyond belief. But this is from, let me see. No, that's restored, so it's not going to have the date on it.
And another question.
Okay.
Who wins in trial by wombat?
Ooh, I win.
Mike's
I
question.
know. I know that Jamie asked that question. If I had to guess,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah. Listen, Jamie, I answered you the other day. Wombats are roughly 40 pounds, give or take.
They are a member of the rodent family too.
Yeah, they're a member of the rodent family. And the thing about wombats is they weigh about the size of a small child. And I could kick the shit out of an infant. So that a wombat would stand no chance. And we
Yeah, but-
had this conversation.
They're rodents, so they're social creatures, so there'd most likely be more than one.
Every time I've seen a wombat, he's been on his lonesome and just waiting to get shit whipped. Waiting to catch these size 12s to the beak.
I've seen videos of random wombats hanging out, and people just walk up and scratch their bellies. It's
That's what I'm saying. You think I couldn't beat the crap out of a wombat?
I don't know. They've got those long teeth, and they don't stop growing.
They don't stop growing, but neither is my hatred for wombats.
Why do you hate wombats?
So there's
Wombat
this
ever
beer.
touched you inappropriately?
There's this beer called Trial by Wombat, and it's just become a joke between me and Jamie. So I had to go searching and find it today for him to send him a can. But here's a label. It's just the greatest damn label on any beer ever.
I kind of agree with Jamie. I think it would eat you.
It would take a long time. It'd be a lot of sittings.
It would bite you and puncture something important.
He could bite one of my feet and still kick him with the other one.
I mean, think about it. If it stood on its hind legs, its head would be crotch height.
Yeah, but you think listen, those things legs are 4 inches long tops. There's no.
Yeah, but their bodies are 3 foot long.
If he stood up, it'd just be that much easier to kick him in the face. I love that we're progressing this level.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening. We've turned into the assault of the wombat channel.
I've got an irrational hatred of wombats all of a sudden. I don't know. It's like developed over the past 2 days.
Well, if you hate wombats, what do you think about kangaroos?
Kangaroos, I can get down with because I know they could easily beat the crap out of me.
They're pretty jacked.
Yeah.
They're terrifying. The fact that they can like pivot on their tail and kick you in the face at the same time is horrifying.
Yeah.
Alex says he's done some damage with 4 inches before.
That's
God.
That's probably more than I need to know.
It's more than I need to know.
Oh.
I don't know,
Okay.
man. Yeah, Alex says if a wombat gets in some Mountain Dew, you better watch out.
Oh yeah. I mean, can you imagine if it got a hold of like a Four Loko?
Sacrophilius satanicus. Listen, like Tasmanian devil.
Evan wants to know, how far do you think you could kick a wombat?
4 feet.
4 feet?
If you
That's
kick a
got it.
wombat in the woods,
You're pretty heavy. Look, I'm not like trying to flex like, oh, I can kick a field goal with a wombat.
Siri.
It's not going to happen.
Hey Siri.
They're pretty big.
Siri's stupid.
You're trying to ask how far you can kick.
How much does a wombat weigh?
I found this on the web.
Well, she gave me some websites. They're 40 inches long and can weigh between 44 and 77 pounds.
Okay, so I was really on the low end of that estimation.
So you'd be kicking like vengeance.
77 pounds, I'm saying like maybe 18 inches. That's as far as I could kick one. It wouldn't be, a glorious flight, but it would get the message.
And then it would come back and kill you.
No, it would limp away to its wombat hole or wherever the hell it is.
Wombat hole.
Wombat.
You're going to have to change the name of this episode.
We might have to.
Wombat cast.
Usually, the names pop to me or to Kelly pretty easy for the episodes. This episode, we were up till what?
We couldn't.
2:30 in the morning trying to figure out what the hell it was, laying in bed.
Laying in bed, staring at the ceiling, going, what about this? What about that?
Staring at that picture. Just
No.
Trust me,
No.
neither of us wanted to stare at that picture.
I was really annoyed that I had to have it sent to me. I didn't want it on my phone.
Because I sent it to Kelly once.
You can lie to yourselves all you want. I talked to the local FedEx Kinkos, and I know you have 10 prints of it coming.
Okay.
It's just so that way at NVE we can plaster it everywhere.
There you go.
Yo, if you guys get like on a serious note, if you guys get those, I will autograph them at NVE.
Question is though, is how much will people pay me to throw them away?
Probably.
We know we could sell them for advocacy.
What I'm saying. Look, I'm not saying like we're gonna do this to make money. Like we can do it for a cause. It would be hysterical. Hashtag vape models. Hashtag sponsor me. Hashtag I'm naked under the cloud.
Hashtag I blow big clouds to cover little things.
Okay, so when I first saw that picture, I had a moment because the way your leg is bent, your foot's hanging out from underneath the cloud. I was like,
yep. Yeah, that's the worst part of that picture.
I was like, do we need to be concerned about this? I had a moment of fear. I was like, this could be real bad.
Last night she's like, can you crop that picture? I was like, nope, we're putting it up. What's the worst that happens? They ban us. They're like, oh, bad YouTube video.
Yeah.
And
Someone's going to be scrolling through the YouTube and see that pop up in a suggestion and be like, oh, well, this is weird.
Gay porn. Okay.
I think YouTube's super down with gay porn. I don't know.
That was back when you had all your hair, too.
I know. It's all gone now.
Kick a wombat for advocacy. Okay, so I don't know that we could do that because we are animal advocates. Animal advocates. I can't say that.
Yeah, I think that's registered as animal cruelty if you kick a wombat.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that doesn't go with our company, but like it's an idea. I'm just saying they might kill you.
Vape model advocacy cloud covered nudity calendar.
We're having the Sexy Man of Vape calendar.
Yeah. I have December. I figure I'm getting enough white in my beard by then. I should be fully gray.
No, you're going to do March because you're St. Patty's Day.
Okay, I'm doing March.
My birthday's the 16th of March. What do I get?
He's St. Patty's Day though, and he's got the ginger red beard.
All right, fine. You get March. You're good. Don't worry.
We'll
I'll
get
get-
April so that way you can be the
I'll get-
whole.
I want both Decembers.
Both Decembers. Wait, there's a second December.
Well, no, because usually when you get a calendar, what's like when you first open it, it's like December of like that year, and then it's the next year, all the way to December, right?
That's
Or is it
true. I
the-
didn't think about that.
I'm saying. I thought about it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, Bubba's talked about doing a calendar with me.
I'm super
And
into
a
it,
whole
dude.
bunch of random people in there. So
Look, if you think you couldn't send that idea to like Dwayne and he
Oh,
would
God,
have
yeah.
all over it,
yeah, but see, Dwayne will make me look fat.
I was just gonna say Dwayne will really offset like the level of handsomeness in that calendar, but I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of okay with it.
Well, I mean, we can't do Dwayne and Kent then because that's too much muscle.
Yeah, Dwayne, I don't know, man.
Then we can't have Eric then too.
No, because I mean,
Damn, I'm really not a sexy man of vaping. Now that I think about it. Like, not at all.
We're kind of fucked, Ryan.
I know. Jesus, what do we get ourselves into?
We could just do mediocre men of vaping.
We could just do men of vaping. And we'll have like, you know, we'll have it list from least to most sexiest as the months goes on, and that's determined by, you know, an unseen panel of hipster judges somewhere off in the distance. I don't know. We'll figure that one out later, but I think there are a lot of men of vaping who would be like, it doesn't need, because we did a nude calendar as a bid for a tournament for Ultimate Frisbee. Now it's a lot to take in one sentence. But it was this tournament that everyone wanted to be in so bad that you had to bid and send in the reason you should be accepted into the tournament. So people got real creative with it. And we did a nude calendar, and it was epic. I think there's literally one copy that exists. And the pictures were just so over the top funny because it was like, everything was just censored by a Frisbee. And it was all these ridiculous poses and shit. And it was so funny. And I think the vaping calendar could, you know, it could join the accolades of that. No problem. Yeah, Steve Maldonado. Eric is massive now. Kent is massive now. And Dwayne remains the same chiseled Greek god that he is.
and I mean, even Grimm's pretty buff.
He's getting there. I mean, he's definitely not like schlubs anymore. Like if you go back to some old Grim Green videos, you're like, wow, like Nick is a lot better looking guy. He's taking care of himself. Like he's definitely on that path in a very good way. And I'm just too lazy. I'm skinny and I don't have to try much to be skinny, and it's not good because I know it's going to catch up to me.
Yeah. We just had a small fight. That's okay.
Yeah, Vengeance and Velez.
Well,
Or
so
Vulcan and Velez, it sounded like.
Vulcan, Velez, and Vendetta are all in the same room because Vendetta didn't want to go with Ty and Vengeance, which that's cool. You know, they'll figure it out. It stopped real quickly, so I'm sure whoever it was learned their lesson. Now it's-
Eventually they will. Takes time.
yeah, we could donate the sales to
CASAA.
VTA for the, or CASAA for the wombat kicking. Maybe if we just created like a stuffed animal and just like filled it full of rocks to make it between 44 and 77 pounds.
Thank you. I was just going to say, like, what are we going to put in there to make it wombats? Oh my God, wombat kicking contest sounds so badass.
It
I'm
sounds so
sorry, that
bad.
sounds so badass. Like, pretty screwed. We'll have to talk to Breestones about that one.
I mean, like I said, as long as it's not a real wombat and no
Yeah.
wombats are hurt in the contest process, like I'm down. Just
There's going to be a lot of sprained ankles.
oh yeah.
That's going in the notes. Wombat kicking with an apostrophe contest.
He's like, maybe we might have to do this. We might have to figure this out. I don't know how it's going to happen. Like, will we do it at a convention or just like?
Oh yeah.
You
There
know?
was a dude. What the hell that guy had? That guy had like that, like overgrown baby costume on at MVE in Mohegan. Does anyone remember that?
Okay, yeah.
What was that? What costume was that?
When he came to North Carolina, he was an angel, like a cherub. And then he got in a fight with the pod man.
I don't know what was going on there, but it had nothing to do with vaping, and I was not okay with it. And he was like right there when you walked in. It wasn't like someone you saw eventually as you made your rounds. He was in your face,
What was the guy's name? It was Mean John Green that took him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot for me.
Yeah.
Especially because I was excited. It was my birthday. We were at NVE. It was the first like real big expo I went to. And my girlfriend's like, well, it's your birthday. Kind of can't say no. So yeah, we're going. And like first thing we see when we walk in, lots of pale man thigh, leg hair, in a questionable costume. I mean, dude, if that's how you get down, that's how you get down.
Do you remember the birthday last year that was sung? Happy birthday at NVE?
No, I know Nick promised to get all the guys at the Recoil booth together to sing me happy birthday and not happen.
At Mohegan?
Yeah, it was legitimately, it was on March 16th. It was my birthday.
Yeah, because on Sunday it was my birthday, and I got the entire NVE, or I'm sorry, Kelly. Kelly got the entire NVE to sing me happy birthday.
I feel like I do remember that.
Yep.
But I was still so bummed that I didn't get happy birthday.
Oh yeah, I made it a point to message. Literally, I went down the list of vendors and I messaged all of them. I was like, just so you know, if you see a giant ginger dude, his name is Nick. He's from Rescued. It's his birthday. Please, please, please tell him happy birthday since he doesn't get to spend it with me. Yeah. Nick's like, as soon as I walked in, I had like 4 people telling me happy birthday.
That's too much.
We see, now we know. You guys are like twins. When were you born? What year were you born?
1993.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you're fucking young.
I know.
Wow. Nick, you're 10 years older than him almost.
Shut up. Nice.
That's Lakis.
I was going to say you guys are like twins because, you know, you're both born like right next to each other and you're both gingerish. Like, you could be like twins, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito type of twins.
Yeah.
I'm Arnold
Sure.
Schwarzenegger.
Fine. Well, I'm not going to fight you on that one.
Why do you have to be Arnold, though?
Because I can pick him up and throw him around like a rag doll.
It's 100% true.
Oh.
I mean, because if you think about it, how many guys in the shop have I picked up and thrown around?
Literally every male customer that came into the shop, Nick picked up.
It's a
I
way
mean,
to-
Franklin was on my shoulders in Washington.
Too much. Oh my god. I'm just contemplating this calendar now.
And the wombat kicking contest.
Yeah, and Rock'em Sock'em Wombats. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
That's what we have to call it.
Soccer, bro. Wombat.
Oh yeah, also Nick could literally win that contest based on foot size alone. You've got a bigger platform than I do.
So wait, do we scale the weight of the wombat based on the size of the person?
No. It is a medium-sized wombat. Maybe, I'm not saying like an adolescent wombat, but like, you know, maybe like 45, 50 pounds. Nothing crazy, not like the biggest wombat possible, like on record. But not the smallest. Kind of some nice happy medium. But you can kick it or you can't. That's what the contest is about. They don't say, oh, we're doing a strongman contest. The weakest guys get, the lighter weights. No. It's one wombat. Everybody teams up on them.
But we might want to warn people that it's heavy and, you could break a foot.
Yeah.
So.
Do we yell 4 when we kick it, or is that just for golf?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we'll do like a half-weight wombat, but everybody kicks the same wombat. That's the rules. Them are the rules, and they ain't changed.
I can see so many toes getting broken.
Listen, I'm gonna message Sam right now.
I'm just waiting to see wombat fly down the aisle of NVE, just yelling, and then people clearing a path because this 50-pound wombat's like coming down.
Wombat incoming!
Oh, that's gonna be so bad. We're gonna get kicked out of NVE.
Okay, so
I'm pretty fucking epic.
I'm messaging Vaping Bogan right now.
What'd you say?
I'm messaging Sam, the Vaping Bogan, right now to get the logistics of this worked out. Okay, so if we were to do a wombat kicking contest, where would we start?
He's gonna be like, what?
You need a phrase in there. A stuffed wombat.
I mean, I think it's kind of funny leaving it like kind of.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. I'm deleting stuff.
It's kind of more funny if you don't know. I mean, clearly it would
stuff with more than feathers.
I mean, it would clearly have to be a stuffed wombat because 1, we don't have them in the United States unless we go rob a zoo, and 2, we're animal advocates and we would not condone kicking real life wombats.
Okay, so if we were to have a wombat kicking contest at NVE, what would the parameters be?
I could reach out to Wittenberg and see if he'll allow us.
I mean, you might have to, just because.
I'll ask Adam Breezetones too, because I think he could definitely weigh in.
Oh, heavens.
I'm messaging Wittenberg right now.
Mr. Adam Breezetones lives like legitimately just a stone's throw from Vaping Bogan, like in the same town. I think that's
kind of weird.
It's not crazy because he's always been talking about Breestone's coils, and like, not to say Sam is a super nice guy, but Breestone's Adam is like such a nice person. I don't know, and it's just funny to me that they like literally live like across the street from each other, basically. I'm like, oh, Adam, like you're such a nice guy. He's like, oh yeah, I fucking got this new one, bro. And it's like nothing alike.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Bogan's awesome. Breestones is awesome. Australian guys are just awesome.
I mean, 99% of the vapor industry is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I only say 99% because I haven't met everyone.
That's so true.
I'm sure there's someone out there that I don't.
Oh yeah, there are people out there that aren't as cool.
So I mean that's pretty much everyone that I've met so far has been really cool.
Some people are, in it to like help each other. Other people are in it to create drama and make money and piss people off. Not naming names. Just gonna leave it at that. But I hate that. I hate that so much. It's like, look, we all quit smoking and it's gonna be ripped away from us.
Yeah, we're all fighting the same war.
Could you guys maybe put your differences aside a little bit and just shut the hell up?
The enemy of your enemy is your friend.
Stop this petty BS. Like, come on. I don't know.
Yeah. So we're going to do a wombat kicking contest and the sexy men of vaping calendar, but with not so sexy, like not too sexy.
No, not too sexy. Like, I mean, we might have to have 2 calendars. Men of vaping and then like sexy.
We'll just label them both as the sexy men of vaping, and one will be the real, like the Dwaynes and the Kents, and then the other ones will be not them.
That's the nicest way you could have said that. Yeah.
Right. Thanks.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying,
we could have the muscle calendar and the dad bod calendar, and then
when you
get one, you don't know which one you're getting. That could be more
Oh,
fun
cool.
because you don't know which one you're going to get.
I don't know if he's in chat, but oh my Danta, oh my Lanta Dan, dad bod calendar.
Yeah. I mean, we could get all the Ummies in on this.
Tenacious TX vapes.
Yeah.
Stan, I'm looking at you. Dad bod calendar.
Yeah. I mean, it would be real great.
Vapor Swaggins? Big question mark there. No idea. He's an enigma.
He's small. He's like Danny DeVito sized.
He is.
Sorry, Swaggins, if you're on here.
He was the first one in chat.
Yeah, I
But
saw
he-
that earlier.
He's not here now. I don't think.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Evan Sanders, side B. That could work.
I'm just saying, we don't tell people which calendar is which. And so
Yeah.
when they spend their money to get this calendar and they unwrap it, it could be really awesome.
Man, how do you
Right.
guys put up with Will?
I'm a hermit. I don't leave the house very often.
Say dad bod.
I mean, Will's outside. I mean, there's people outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I don't have to deal with them, then I'll stay in.
It's a lot better.
Inside my house, I have dogs and critters and things that make me happy. Outside the house, there's people.
I know the people. Ah.
Dave, NVE is a hemp show, yes, but they will have vape stuff there also.
Pretty bummed about that. I'm super into the, like CBD and everything is great, but I'm kind of bummed that it needs to be like a hemp expo with like vaping stuff in it. Like, guys, last year, it was fun, just vape stuff.
It was.
Well,
Like, now, not so much.
one thing that I had to remind myself of, and like Taylor Cage kind of reminded me of this, tobacco harm reduction is tobacco harm reduction. And even though we're vapors, we still need to support the gums, the lozenges, the tobacco harm reduction industry, not just the vape industry. So as much as it's kind of like, man, I wish it was only vape stuff, the hemp stuff can be helpful too.
True, but I mean, I don't think there's a lot of like CBD nicotine products. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
some, but it's not like people aren't going to CBD to quit smoking.
Right.
So that's, I guess, where kind of there's similar industries, and I support it. I just kind of bummed. I don't know.
Now, are you going to be going to NVE still?
I'm planning on it. Yeah.
Did you think about what I talked to you about?
About like the naked thing and the soap or what?
No. The previous
Okay,
NVEs. Or not the previous NVEs, the previous conversations before tonight. No naked talk.
Hanging out at your booth? Absolutely. Fundy pig.
Making coils at the booth.
Yeah.
Installing coils at the booth.
Yeah.
Free coils for everybody that comes to the booth.
Yeah, kicking wombats.
If you kick a wombat, then you're probably going to get a free coil because Ryan's going to be laughing so hard to stop you from taking them.
It's going to be tough, though, because I talk way too much and I get distracted easy.
Yeah. I will not be going to NBE.
Ultimate sad face.
Yeah. Well, spring break is the following Monday for my children, and it wouldn't be the best for me to be driving home late Sunday night and then having to deal with all that on Monday morning. So,
Yeah, probably.
so yeah,
So I'll be
we decided it'd be better for me to not go, but that's okay because that's one less person at the booth, and now Nick has to fill that spot. So you can wear a black wig and be me.
I'm super. I just want the wig that Will has. That's all I want.
I will bring it to you.
Does
I'm
it
tired
smell
of
like
that dead dog being around the counters every time I try and do something.
that? That wig must smell like mothballs and soap and like Old Spice.
Well, it was Mary's wig first.
Yeah, once Will puts it on, It's Will's wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honey, it is 9:30.
It is. And you know what comes on soon?
Failure to launch show.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot.
Yep, they're on tonight at 10 o'clock. So when we get done here, make sure you go sign up for CASAA if you're not in there. Send out the emails you need to send out if you haven't done it yet today, because they still check their emails tomorrow. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, and then get ready for the next round of craziness. Probably not wombat kicking. I think that's going to be a rescue thing. So that from this point on, every guest we have on, we're going to have to ask them, would you partake in wombat kicking?
No, you're going to have to ask, how far do you think you could kick a wombat? And where's your proof?
So should I bring like the cornhole boards, and we could have wombat tossing?
Yeah, but how are you going to get a 55-pound wombat through that hole?
It'd be a really big cornhole board.
It's going to make a really loud noise.
I was thinking more of just like a solid piece of lead or something.
No, because that's going to hit someone in the head.
It's going to be loud. The thing is, it's going to attract a lot of attention, and that'll be great for you guys. So I think that's
bad.
What
Depending
attention is it gonna
do you
attract?
remember that one booth that had the wombat kicking contest?
Yeah, they said they're there for animals, but look what they're doing.
Look what they're doing. Like, it's all going to the ASPCA, but they're still kicking wombats, dude. I don't get it. It's real weird.
Oh.
But ASPCA is in the United States. We don't have wombats. Therefore, I don't think they care as much about wombats.
If you do own a wombat, please, please, please make sure you have the proper documentation and, the proper licenses.
And forward me the information.
And then send Ryan all the information.
Because I want to own a wombat, not to, practice, just for other reasons.
Just because, scientific.
Just because science. Just because.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, a wombat is basically a giant guinea pig.
It's true. Really
how many
giant.
guinea pigs?
How many
guinea pigs could you kick before you have to stop? Please don't kick guinea pigs. I need to put that out there. Do not kick your animals ever for any reason. It's not okay. This is all just fun and jokes. Do not kick your animals.
If you think we're being serious, we're serious about this fundraiser, but we're not serious about going out there kicking animals, because it's not cool, guys.
So, for anyone that thought we were serious, we're not serious about real kicking.
We need to start making some disclaimers, random disclaimers that I can start flashing on the screen.
Do I need to find one that says, warning, do not kick your animal?
Warning, do not kick the wombat.
Might have to create one.
I think that'll be the new one instead of the warning nicotine is.
Well, you have the warning of the nicotine and then warning, don't kick your wombat. And then people will have to ask, what the fuck is that about?
Remember that episode we had British size on?
Don't kick your wombat, ever. I feel like that's probably a Australian slang somewhere.
I just can't wait for Bogan to reply to that message.
Did you love how we put in the description of the video that you are from New Jersey and you are not British?
Yeah, I'm glad, because that clears up. You gotta put a link to that episode of Arrested Development, or at least a clip from it. If you just go look up For British Eyes Only on YouTube, you'll find it. And then there you go. There's your information. That's what the reference is from. It's super old. I made Instagram years and years ago, 2011, 2012, and it's been my name since then, and I'm not changing it. And I'm sorry to everybody who gets confused, but
it's funny.
It's funny. It's just a joke. Everything's a joke. My life's a joke. What is life? Wombats. This is a 10% or 10 point. It's the strong beer. Just then leave it at that. I'm going to sleep after this. I woke up for this and I'm going back to sleep after this.
Well, I'm glad that you joined us. We had fun.
Super glad that I joined you. This has been, I mean, I had fun on like Vape Stew and Green Room. What other couple shows have I done? This is too much. This is just super fun, and it's for the animals, except for wombats, and it's for advocacy, and I'm super about it. And you guys are awesome, and like, thank you so much for sending me all this huge freaking bottles of rescued I have right now.
Good.
Just that I can see.
So you know why I sent you 6 milligram, right?
No.
Because you're doing more mouth to lung stuff, so I figured instead of the 3.
You only have a few bottles. It's cool.
I only have a few bottles. This is more. Oh my god, you guys are too nice. You guys are way too nice. For, you know, a serial killer that you let in your B&E at Pizza, you guys are being way too nice.
I mean, you showed up at 11 o'clock. We really only met you in passing earlier in the day. Like, yeah. We knew it would be a story for the ages.
Oh, and wasn't it? Oh my god.
And Evan Sanders said sometimes in life there are going to be wombats and you got to kick them.
Gotta kick them.
You just gotta.
I agree.
And the wombats are you know, the pave moms and stuff. Please don't really kick them. Kicking is a metaphor. We're getting into way too many disclaimers at this point.
Yep, I'm just let you guys just talk yourself into a hole here.
We've been in a hole for quite a while.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, I had way too much fun, and I'm glad that I like blocked the door off so no one could come down and bother me, because it's a solid cloud down here. I'm a little drunk, and all I want to do is get a reply from Bogan, and I just cannot wait to see what my dreams are going to be like tonight.
Will you make sure that when you get that reply that you like post a screenshot of it or something? Yeah.
I will immediately send you the screenshot.
I can't do if you got like a video reply.
FaceTime him.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Get a FaceTime from him and have him be like.
The thing is, I went with like the super serious. Like, there's no LOL, there's no any emojis. It's just like, what would the parameters be?
Like,
You're Australian. You know about these types of things. How would one go about setting up an official licensed wombat kicking contest? Oh my god. Yeah, you guys are super fun, like, to just meet and hang out with. And it was like, you know, I'd talked to like James and Corey for a while. I met Corey, I met Swaggins, and I met Nick Bissett from Daily Vape TV at the Uniondale NBE. And I kind of was like, oh, I like know some people, and Nick kept coming and like, bro, you were like behind the booth at like the recoil booth. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, like, I just kind of talked my way back there. I don't know what to say about it. Like, Kent's really cool. He let me sit down and like rewick my RDA and shit. Like, gave me a build mat and all this fun stuff, but he like wouldn't let it go. And I'm like, dude, I'm nobody. Like, literally, like, some people, like, they know me because I pester them about stuff. And then going from that to like DC, like, some people I recognize, some people I've been like, yo, I've been talking to you in Discord for a while. Like, what's up? This is awesome. And you guys were there, and it was just, yeah, it was like a family reunion. It was weird, man. It was super cool though, because like, literally didn't know you from a can of paint, like,
yeah, at
all. You know, like, Will reached out to me and wanted one of those bracelets for Kelly, so I made it and sent it to you guys, and you were like, oh, thank you so much. Like, no, look, like, this was bought, paid for. Like, you need to give me anything. And you gave me all of the flavors you make. I gave menthol to a friend of mine because he likes menthol, and he's like, dude, it's so good.
That is why we didn't send you the Mika, because it's peppermint and you don't do the mints.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like peppermint. Like, I like your peppermint patties, but not enough to vape one.
See, and Nick knew that. That's why he didn't send it to you. He was like, hey, Ryan probably won't enjoy this.
But I've been paying it forward. I've been like,
God.
I won't tell anyone.
It's our secret, Ryan.
But yeah, dude, the bottle of violence, I gave a bottle of that to my buddy Steve. I gave that Benthol to Will. I gave a bottle of Bend to my buddy Dave. And I gave another bottle of Vengeance to my buddy Steve. So he got a bunch of stouts. And I was like, yo, this is legit with stouts. Like super good. So that's what I was going to wick up during the show and vape, but I didn't because I just want to vape all of the Nico.
It's really good.
It's so good, you bastards.
So the Patreon, because we have a Patreon.
I do.
The Patreon will be getting samples of Nico real soon.
Yes, they will.
So they will be,
Get
aside
excited,
from...
guys. If you are not a Patreon of theirs, it's definitely worth it just to get that sample. It's so good.
So aside from us and Nick, you are the only other person to have a bottle at this moment.
And Grim.
Well, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Nick.
Special than I did on the short class.
So then the Patreon will have it, and then it'll be out for the public.
Well, you're saying you sent a bottle to Grim Green before you sent a bottle to me?
Yeah, it's named after his dog.
Yeah, we figure we should probably get the approval for the person we're naming after the dog.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably a safe bet. No, dude, and like another, that's. I have Patreon for Grim Green, Vaping Bogan, Vaping the Thesis, and Nick Daily Vape TV. I always say Nick. I don't know. I always have to specify so many damn Nicks. Because there are people that I like. There are people that I support what they do. I value their opinions, and they're all people who get back to you and talk to you. And I'm always surprised when Bogan replies to me. I don't know why, but it always blows my mind. And meeting him at MV, he was like, dude, you're a regular ass dude. I mean, you're Australian and you're covered in tattoos and say cunt a lot, but
Yeah, he does.
definitely get a beer with you and just hang out. Seems like we have a lot in common and shit, but there's so many people who are just such good people in the community, like you guys. So
Aww.
if you guys aren't Patreon members, I can't afford to support many more people right now, but as soon as I can.
You're loved with us. That's all it is.
I mean, there's that.
As long as you guys like me. That's
Pushing it there, bud.
Well, we do have about 15 minutes to get ready for the next show.
Yes. And
well,
so,
then you guys gotta go get ready.
do you know what our catchphrase is?
A wombat kicked is a wombat saved.
No, but that could be a new one for us.
I think it's we like you and we love you.
Yes.
Love you and we like you.
We love you and we like you.
There you go. All right. Good.
So, as Ryan said, guys, from us at Rescue, from British Eyes, we love you and like you. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Oh, yeah, we will. Who's going to be on next week?
It's going to be a surprise.
Give me a surprise.
You'll find out this weekend.
Okay.
Yep.
Just real quick, though. Vaping the Thesis is interested.
Oh,
Mm.
might be somebody we'll have to reach out to then.
You think your show got derailed tonight?
I've had a video conference with Thesis on Instagram.
Okay. Good. So, you know what it's hitting for.
Yeah.
Yep. He's, yeah. Yep. Love him to death, man. He's awesome.
A great guy.
If you haven't gotten the barrage, get one.
I do need to get a brush.
You need to get the barrage. They're stupid cheap and they're crazy good. Excuse me. God damn.
So-
Yeah, and I'll,
I wish I was on my phone so I could screenshot this right now, but it's going to live on forever on YouTube.
all right.
You
Yeah.
didn't hear any of that, did you?
Nope.
Your head was down and you're frozen. You're like,
Send me a list of coils you want, how many and what not and stuff.
1 million.
What?
1 million. Get to
Can we
work.
do like 500,000? That's it.
Fine.
But yeah, seriously, please. And if anyone else who is watching, I definitely didn't like plug anything because
If you don't follow him on Instagram, it's _British_eyes_only.
correct.
Find him.
It's an Arrested Development reference. If you don't follow me, that's fine. Go watch Arrested Development. Seasons 1 through 3 are good. 4 and 5 are weird. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Go watch it.
All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night, and we will see y'all next week. Goodbye.
Bye.